Okay, some more percentage questions for you. Gets a little bit trickier now. We're going to talk about quick ways of doing percentage change. Okay, so quick ways of doing percentage change. So we're going to do question 1 the old way and then the new way. Okay, so here's question 1. And we're going to go and highlight some of the key notes here. In a sale, a clothes shop reduces its price. So if it reduces its price, this is called a discount. So this is a discount or a decrease. So we just need to find 20%. Okay, so a shirt usually costs $27. How much is it in the sale? So the two steps are question 1. Step 1, 20% of $27. And that is 0.20 times 27. When you do that on your calculator, you should get 5.4. But now it's a reduction, so it's the $27 subtract the $5.4. I'm changing it to 5.40 because it's cash. And again, on your calculator, you should get $21.60. Okay. So step 1 was to find the 20%. Then the step 2, which I'll put on here, was to actually then subtract because it is a reduction. So step 1 and step 2, which kind of makes sense, right? But now if I just insert a new page, if I go back and grab this, we're going to do this question in a slightly different way and introduce the idea of the multiplier. So if I cut that, paste it here, and then we will do this in one step. Okay, so the idea here is that if you have a certain amount of stuff, if you have all of it, you've basically got 100%. So 100% is the whole amount. And then if we decide that we're going to take away a certain amount of it, if we take off 20% here, can you see that actually what do we have left? We have left only 80% of the original. Now if 100% was equal to $27, then we actually need to find 80% of the $27. And let's do that in a calculator. So 80% is 80 divided by 100. Of is times $27, 21.6. So actually we get straight to the same answer, but with kind of one step. So here's the big takeaway. To decrease by 20%, we multiply by 80%. And we can generalize here. To decrease by, let's say, X%, we multiply by 100 minus X%. Okay, so if you decrease by 10%, you only have 90% left. So you are multiplying by 0.9. So if I just do one more page here, we'll just get a little list here going. And percentage decrease. And we will have what's called the multiplier. So if we decrease by 20%, the multiplier is 0.8 because we only have 80% left. If we decrease by 10%, the multiplier is 0.9 because we have 90% left. If we decrease by 12%, we've only got 88% left. So therefore we multiply by 0.88. If we decrease by 67%, then we only have 33% left. So we multiply by 0.33. Okay, and then you can see probably, can't you, that when we actually want to increase, so if we have a look at this one, the boss gives all the employees a 4% pay rise, so this is an increase of 4%. So we need to find 4% of $12 and add it on. So we can do that down here again. So step 1, 4% of 12. Well, you'll find that as 0.04 times 12, and I can do that in my head, 0.48, but we can switch to the calculator. And then step 2 is the $12 that you started with, plus the extra little bit that you're getting for being a good worker, and so that's $12.48. But of course, you've all seen it, haven't you? We can do it in the new way with the multiplier. All right, and if we increase something by 4%, we now have the whole amount plus an extra 4%. So we actually have 104% of our previous amount. So let us take this now, and let us put another page in. Let's paste this here. We can see what the actual answer is, doing it the long way, but now let's do it the short way, and we will change the colour. And we're using only one step. And so we have increase by 4%. So again, if the old amount represents the 100%, and we put on an extra 4%, we have 104% of the old thing. So we are going to times by 104%, which equals 104 divided by 100, which equals 1.04. So let's try that. 1.04 times by the $12, and let's get the calculator out. 1.04 times 12 is indeed exactly 12.48. Oh, it looks like I didn't actually copy the previous one down, right? So looks like I've copied question 1 down. So let's just go back and grab the correct one, just so we can compare. So this guy here, copy, and this guy here, paste. Alright, so you can see now that if I get rid of this one, that was the old one, right? That was the first question we did. And let's have a look at this one here. So the answer from the old method was step 1, find 4%, and then add it on, 12.48. But the one-step method, find 104%, 12.48. Okay, so now let's go over to this little guy now, and let's do a percentage increase. So if we increase by 4%, we multiply by 1.04 because we have 104% of the old amount. If we increase by 12%, we now have 112%. So we multiply by 1.12. And if we increase by 43%, we know we are multiplying by 1.43 because we now have 143%. So this is percentage increase and decrease, but doing it in one stage, really by using this idea of a multiplier.